Are you wondering what these guys are? Well, probably in the title of the video you'll know, but basically this is the one subsidy that I qualified for, which is the seismic resistance or earthquake resistance inspection. It cost me just $10,000 in dollars. It's about $70. Otherwise, it would cost a few thousand, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, maybe even more, depending on who you hire. They're here today, finally, after many months of waiting, and hopefully I'll get some good information about not only the condition, but hopefully what I might be able to do about it. I don't even know how long they're going to be here. They just got here right about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Whenever it's all wrapped up, I'll update this. If there's anything I can record, I'll do that, but we'll see. In the meantime, there are a couple of things that I'm doing. I was feeling well enough to do some more grass cutting over here, so I cut all of this yesterday. And as you can see, I've got a couple of burn piles going right over there and right here. And the grass that I cut, I know that it's still pretty fresh, but I am putting it on top, and it is burning down slowly, which I like. I prefer it to be a slow burn. That way I don't have to constantly keep putting stuff on. I was right inside there juicing. I'm making some fresh juice with carrots, kale, and a couple of other items. Here's my juicer, which is a slow masticating juicer. It's supposed to be better for not raising the temperature. I don't know if that's true or not. Some people think that it is, some people think that it's not, but it doesn't really matter because here it is and it's working. I chopped up a ton of carrots. These are the big bags that I can get from Costco for very cheap, and this is my last bag. I bought 4 last week and I'm gonna use this last one in the next 2 days, I think. This is the last of the carrots that I'll juice today. And you can't see it right now because the bag is gone, but I also got a full bag, several full bags of kale from Costco, and I just used 1 full bag and juiced that, so that's why it's green. I added a little bit of pomegranate vinegar drink, which if you haven't had that before, it's amazing. You don't drink it straight, it is absolutely strong, so you dilute it. I just added some of that to this to, add to the flavor. It tastes wonderful. It doesn't look appetizing, but it tastes so good, and I've noticed it's making me feel pretty good. Within about a day and a half to 2 days of drinking this juice, I started to feel much better. A basic strainer to get out the big pieces. It's not a really fine strainer, so it's not enough to get out the really small pieces, so I really need something smaller, but this was the only thing I could find in the store right for now. That's it for that update. They seem to have some kind of device that looks like a small extension ladder. I don't know exactly what it's for, but I'm going to see if I can find out. And also, the other guy appears to be climbing the ladder to go up to the top. Very brave. He either disappeared or went somewhere else. I don't know. This room always looks so bad with all of this stuff, but the reason is because that back room has been completely cleaned out, and the only thing left back there is the furniture, the few dressers. So it's completely empty and cleaned out all the way down to the floor, to the wood floor. And the room in the middle is also, I would say, 80% cleaned out. Still need to finish and then move the tatami out and finish cleaning out the furniture. A lot of this is either anime figures that need to be shipped to the US, or my stuff, my personal stuff, or a few things that have come out of those rooms there that are being kept. So it looks a little, I wouldn't say junky, it's just, cluttered, too full of stuff. Of course, here's the bathroom in the works. Still trying to figure out what I can do, especially right now, considering my limited flexibility and strength of my left leg. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure that out. Off topic. Have any of you seen the new Godzilla movie? It's called Godzilla -1.
I just saw it a couple of days ago in IMAX, and it was amazing. It just so happens that when I went to see a movie about, I don't know, week and a half ago, right in the middle of the movie, it just stopped for a really long time. And there were only 3 people watching it, me and then a couple in the back. And I got up and my leg wasn't feeling too good. I was having to use my cane, but I walked all the way to the front of the theater where they were checking tickets to tell them that the movie had stopped. And by the time they got it going again, maybe we lost 15 minutes. They had to take the movie back and restart it. But because of that, they gave me a ticket. It was a free movie ticket. And so Godzilla it was. So I went to see that. However, my girlfriend wants to see it, so I'm going to take her to see it this Sunday. So I'll get to see it a second time, which is awesome because I wanted to see it again. It's really good. Recommend.
It is an absolutely gorgeous day today. The sky is perfectly blue. Can't see any clouds. See, the sun is bright, just shining really nicely. The temperature is perfect, basically. It's about, I think the high today is 18 degrees Celsius. So, what is that like? Around somewhere in the 60s, maybe upper 60s, lower 70s. I'm not sure. Something like that. I forget. Whenever Jake was here, he insisted that I get some plants, and unfortunately I was gone for so long in the hospital that either they went dormant or just passed away. I'm not sure which of these will come back at a later time. I'll have to do a little research onto that, but there is one thing that is doing well despite me not being here, and that is my orange tree. It still seems to be doing okay. It's a little yellow at the bottom here, but I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I just have to decide where to plant it. I want to dig a spot for it and plant it, but I'm not quite sure what a good area is. I do believe that this is the best place back here because it is a sunny spot and it does need some sun, but you know, it doesn't get too much sun because the sun comes up over there and it goes down over here, and as you can see there's a small mountain and a lot of trees, so it's not an overly exposed area. I think it's good for it. So I'm debating, should I just plant it right around here? We'll see. This is my other pile that I've got going on. I took some of the wood that's over here that had collapsed from the old guest house kura, and I've been dragging it over here to burn. It's just old rotten wood. And of course I got the grass that I cut recently, piling it on top, letting it burn down really slowly. I'm gonna put these things on there. That's good enough. This one also seems to have burned down a lot. It's still burning. I actually put some coals underneath it and some charcoal to keep it really nice and hot and everything underneath. It's working out really well, but it's burned down a lot, so I'm going to put some more of this on top. It's going to get a lot more smoky in just a few moments. Alright, that's enough for now. Grab some more juice.
Delicious.
He seems to have taken the small ladder back out to the car. need to rest for a minute, so I know I'm going to get chilly in this air, so got the nice warm jacket on. Well, that's the end of the day. It's already dark outside, but it's really not that late just yet. It's getting darker a lot sooner nowadays. But as far as the inspection today is concerned, it was actually a very simple thing. There wasn't anything to really record, and I didn't want to be annoying and follow them around with the camera, but I can tell you very quickly. Basically what they did is they had a couple of instruments, including a tape measure, and they essentially went around the house doing two main things. One is they were taking measurements of all sorts of things, and I think there were two reasons why. One is because they mapped out the whole house. They showed me a big piece of graph paper where they actually plotted the entire house inside and out, and every single area, the rooms, the small spaces, the ingawa all the way around, the genkan, everything. They mapped all that out and measured everything down to a T. The other thing that they did that was kind of related to that was measuring in between. So like whenever you step through, you can see behind me here, like this shoji door, you slide it open. They were measuring from here, the top of that wood all the way down to the floor, and they were measuring that all through the house in all these different areas, so they can see, not just what the height is, but how much it's moved and that sort of thing. And they had some other kind of device that they were using. They used for a little while and they put away. That was what I mentioned earlier. It looked like a small extension ladder. And the other thing that they did that I'm aware of is they were taking notes of certain things that they saw and looked at here and there. But that was pretty much it. It was a very simple thing. They were here maybe about an hour and a half tops. They told me thank you. They asked me a few questions about how long I'd been here and stuff like that, and then they left. After all of this information gets back to the city office, they're going to send it to their engineers, and the engineers are going to sit down and go over all of it and create a report, and then they'll send that to the city, and then the city will send it to me. I think earlier I said accidentally they'll take it back to the city office. That's not true. They'll take it back to their company office first, which I believe is in Onamichi, and then after they're finished with it with the engineers, they'll send it to the city office, which is in Saijo. And when they get it, they will contact me, and I would imagine that I can go pick up printed results. And at that point, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some information about not only the state of the house, but what, if anything, needs to be done in order to make it strong. But we'll see when we get there. That's all for now. I know this was a short video, but I just wanted to do a little update. I haven't had a lot of energy recently, but in the past couple of days, I've been feeling a little better. So I did cut some grass like I showed you earlier, and burned some stuff and made some juice and did a few things. I'm tired now, so I'm probably going to have a really good rest tonight. Right now, I'm about to watch Futurama on the little projector that I have here, and then I'll pass out at some point. And thank you all for joining me again. As always, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu, and ja ne.